Students, welcome to another Mr. Ness screencast, and here are your objectives. Please pause the video, look these questions over, and get ready to copy some vocab and take some notes. You are starting a new unit today, and the theme of this unit is population. And today you're going to look at 3 events in history that caused noticeable increases in the world's population. The first event is called the Neolithic Revolution, and it is when humans discovered agriculture. In the course of this year, you will learn about 4 agricultural revolutions, 4 different revolutions, and the Neolithic Revolution was the first of them. That's why it's also called the first agricultural revolution. The Neolithic Revolution started about 10,000 years ago, or 8,000 BCE, when hunter-gatherers in different parts of the world learned to domesticate animals and grow their own food. And when they learned to grow their own food, they stopped being hunter-gatherers and developed sedentary communities based on farming. Sedentary means that they stayed in one place. They stopped being nomadic. Sedentary farming produced more food than hunting and gathering had, and around 8,000 BCE, the global population increased by a small amount. Compared to the events that I'm going to tell you about in a moment, the Neolithic Revolution had a tiny effect on the global population, but it did cause the global population to increase a little bit. A much bigger change came later, starting around 1750. And that was when the British Agricultural Revolution, also called the Second Agricultural Revolution, took place. The British Agricultural Revolution was a huge increase in food production in England. It was the result of new farming techniques and new ways of looking at land ownership. Not long after 1800, these techniques and ideas diffused to other countries in Europe and to the United States. They produced a lot more food, which could feed a lot more people, which led to a large increase in population. Okay, the biggest change came a little later, in the mid-1800s, when scientists developed what we now call modern medicine, also called germ theory. Modern medicine was the discovery around the year 1850 that infectious diseases are caused by tiny microorganisms, or germs, and that these germs could be killed with soap and heat. Nobody knew that before. People had gone thousands of years dying from infections, and it turned out all they had to do to prevent most of them was wash their hands and boil their water. It was such a simple yet important breakthrough. The result was that people stopped getting sick, and they lived longer. People who previously would have died as babies or children now lived long enough to have their own children, and the population grew even more. Here is a picture of Louis Pasteur, a French scientist who's called the father of microbiology. Pasteur was one of the major figures in the development of modern medicine. One of the things he figured out was that if you heated liquids up to about 200 degrees, you kill all the germs living in it. It's so simple. Let's summarize. You just learned about 3 events that caused changes in the global population. The first event was the Neolithic Revolution, also called the First Agricultural Revolution, which occurred about 10,000 years ago and led to a small increase in the global population. The second event started around 1750. It was called the British Agricultural Revolution, and it led to a significant increase in global population. And the last event happened around 1850. It was the development of modern medicine, and it led to even greater increases in population that continue today. So, the key period here is between 1750 and 1850, which is also the same time period as the beginning of the Industrial Revolution in England. During this time, the global population skyrocketed, and it's still growing. All right, that's all for today. Review the objectives, and if you don't know the answer to any of them, rewind the video and look again. See you in class. Bye, students.